Lord Commander.
Ah, Marla. Well, make your report.
Prince Castor is dead. His younger brother has taken the throne in his place. Bernard is also dead. And the record keeper, Dromed, is stepping down. The situation in Savalon is highly unstable. But there is a bigger problem.
What is it? Spit it out.
The water crystal. Princess Gloria has it. My apologies.
It matters little. The water crystal is of no concern.
Nevertheless, I take full responsibility. Forgive me, Lord Commander.
And you, Edna?
Things are going exactly as planned, Lord Commander. Your scheme is as perfectly conceived as ever.
Spare me your crawling. Continue as you are, and do not fail me. A little longer now, and my dream will be a reality. I leave matters in your hands until then.
You do me a great honor, Lord Commander.
Infernal woman. She will not monopolize my master's affections for long.
The Scourge of Status Ailments. Monsters will often employ nasty status ailments such as sleep, blindness, and confusion. What, you think the player hasn't noticed by now? You can have all kinds of unpleasant effects, so it pays to know what they are and how to fix them. Take a look at that. Cool, because we wouldn't have known that already here. Well, okay, so we have a bunch of different enemies here. I want the camera, yeah, to look this way. I didn't want to, it just takes control of it on its own sometimes. My good, yeah, tell us that now. Earthling rod. I love how it's called a rod, but it's an accessory instead of like a rod, when rods are like actually a weapon type in this game. That makes sense. Oh? Oh? Scholar's Haven, Wiswald.
So this is what's become of the old place, eh? Interesting.
Interesting. This is your hometown we're talking about here. Couldn't you be a little more concerned?
I am. But panicking isn't going to make a blind bit of difference, is it?
Well, no, but... Look! That must be the light Anihal told us about.
Sure looks like the glow of a crystal to me. Let's go take a closer look.
Alright, time for Plot Arc 2, or 3 if you count the prologue, I guess. Yeah, the aesthetics of this game's locations are definitely really neat. Wiswald Overrun. Ow. You okay, Gloria? Oh, it's nothing. I think I must have a thorn in my shoe, that's all. Oh, I noticed some pretty spiky plants back there. Maybe something brushed off onto you. I really should be more careful. Can't very well expect anyone else to watch where I'm walking. Have you taken a look around? There are plants everywhere. You can't not walk through them. Pretty sure there weren't this many last time I was here, though. What the heck happened? Sudden explosions of growth do not just happen naturally. The Earth Crystal's power is at work. Then we better do something. If we don't, the whole place will be overrun. Indeed, we must recover the crystal without delay. I think we'd maybe better take a closer look at your foot first. Oh, it's nothing, honestly. Hey, Gloria, wait! There's such a thing as being too selfless, you know. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that one. So I guess this place is overrun with plants and stuff. Yeah, At first I thought this was the Bard Orpheus. It was just Elvis. Freaking. Yeah, this is a very cool looking area, isn't it? This is very neat, honestly. So it didn't show it. Wait. Is this not the way up to there? Why is there a staircase that goes to nothing? What? I'm so confused. If Elvis is in fact the Earth Crystal's hero, then your theory may very well be correct. We need to take the chocolate tower before we knew anything. I'm trying to go up to the tower. What are you talking about, game? These stairs go nowhere. I'm stuck. Let me out. Thank you. Wait. We need to go up to that tower. What are you talking about? Can tell you the theory because if it's true, then it would be absolutely massive spoilers. Alrighty, gotcha. Oh, this is a thing. Sometimes it's hard to tell with, you know, everything looking like a painting, whether it's background or actually interactable. This is the first time that I've actually, like, really not been able to tell, though. Like, because this game is usually pretty good at, like, making that distinction. No one's ever gonna find them. Pedal to the metal. Let's play a game I invented. You have to find 3 medals I hit around town. Think you can do it? We'll prove it. Well, it might be marked on the map anyway if we set it as a thing. Yeah. Do we want to do that right now? Okay, so now we know this is the way to the top. Now we know. Well, thank goodness they're marked on the map. Mysterious metal. Watch it just turn out to be a bomb or something like that. You'll never find my mysterious metals I hid around town. Welp. Yeah, so this is the way up. I was so confused because there were so many things that look like they were the way up and they just weren't. This is the thing. We have the Fortress Knight glasses dude that I've seen in the trailers over that away. Today I found all 3 medals. That means I lost. I'll have to get some tougher hiding place next time. How about inside someone's belly? That'd be pretty tough to find. What is this, Saw? Actually, what's the point of this story? This is the first stream you've caught of this. So essentially, the second character that we have here, Gloria, her kingdom fell to ruin, and one of the like key treasures of her kingdom, the crystals, have gone missing, yada yada, with the fall of her kingdom and stuff like that. And you have to go recover the crystals because their power can like run amok and do crazy things. Like in the last place that we were at, the desert of Savalon, it had the entire place like completely flooded, essentially, the water crystal. Here, the earth crystal seems to have like made this tree grow like all out of whack and such. So like it starts out with a we're looking for 4 magical crystals that are super powerful. So essentially it starts out with like a very simple kind of plot like that, where it's just like, oh, go restore the 4 crystals, bring peace and stuff like that. And that's kind of how the original Bravely Default started out as well. But then the original Bravely Default pulled like a crazy freaking plot twist that was like, oh, you thought it was gonna be a freaking basic plot. Guess what? It's not, nerd. There's actually this crazy other thing going on that's absolutely insane. So I have a feeling that this game is probably gonna pull something similar. I mean, it does seem like it has these relatively disconnected plot lines, which I guess Bravely Default had as well, where there's the different chapters and each having like their own arcs and stuff like that. Like we just finished up the one in the desert that had to do with like the prince and how he dealt with his kingdom and stuff like that. It was actually kind of fascinating. I wonder what the plot arc of this place will be. But I assume after we've done the 4, like restored the 4 crystals, I assume, knowing how Bravely Default and Bravely Second have gone, that sometime after we restore the 4 crystals, that's like, oh ho, you totally won and the story is over. It's probably gonna pull some next level stuff that's like, whoa, there's actually something crazier going on here this entire time. I'd bet money on it.
Galahad, is that you?
Elvis, you're back. It's certainly been a while, huh?
Aye, I suppose it has. We just got back now, as it happens.
And these are friends of yours?
That they are. Friends and traveling companions. Let's say we have a common purpose. Anyway, what are you doing over here? Shouldn't you be guarding the Institute like always?
Not anymore. I've been ordered to guard the tower instead.
Ah, have you now? Well, that's handy. We were hoping to take a look around inside, see? Checking a few things like... I don't suppose you could let us in.
Sorry, the tower's off limits right now. No one's allowed in, not even you.
Ah, come on. I'm sure you can make a wee exception for an old pal, eh?
I'm afraid not. The tower's off limits, and that's that.
You never were one for bending the rules, eh? But we've got to get in there somehow.
No, no! The tower's off limits. Off limits. Off limits. Off limits.
Galahad, you alright there, pal?
Off limits. No intruders. Intruders. Eliminate. Eliminate.
Okay, Dalek. What the hell?
What in the...
No entry.
What? We're fighting him right now? What the hell is this? What?
No entry. Off limits. No intruders. No entry. I said I won't.
He has a freaking castle gate as a shield.
Entry. No entry. Off limits. No intruders.
No pomegranates. No, no, no pomegranates. What the heck is that thing? This is a boss fight now? How? I was not expecting this to just randomly become a boss fight. Pictomona? Why did he just become a freaking Dalek? What? What? I was not expecting this to be a Sky. My oh my. Why do we have a boss fight right now? That was the most out of nowhere boss fight I've ever seen, and like we're not getting your special, probably. I mean, I assume he's gonna have a lot of health. We're probably gonna want to take out that thing behind him first. What the heck? I am so thrown off here. Reprisal. Counter? Oh no, I don't want to attack him during that. Oh no, no, no. That thing is defaulting a whole bunch, which is a little bit worrisome. No, let's get an idea of both of y'all. Both of y'all freaking nerds. What's going on here? Okay, he has a lot of HP, which should be typical there. Yeah, we should probably try and kill the thing at the back, which has much less HP and is probably going to heal him, most likely. But he's standing in front of it. Does that mean that we can't attack the thing behind him? Like, what happens if we try? You're our test dummy, Elvis. Miss. Is that just bad luck? Hold on. Okay, so we can attack behind him. Blinding flash. Did he just flashbang us? Or he tried to? Knew you were gonna fight him to steal his Astro, but I was not expecting him to go full battle robot. I wasn't either. We were just talking about how we would fight him, and then 10 seconds later, he goes absolutely apeshit. Yeah, we saw him. It was like, okay, this is definitely an asterisk holder. We'll fight him at some point. And the game was just like, joke's on you. You're fighting him literally right now. Like, what the heck? I did not see that coming at all. Like, what? He heard us. He heard us, apparently. What the heck?
Prepare to meet your maker.
Yeah, Gloria builds up her thing like really easy there. Really easy breezy beautiful. I mean, wait. Guess we'll build up BP for now.
To myself. What's the plan?
This is what we'll do. I don't want to attack that one while it's defaulting. He knew we were intending to fight him the whole time. I guess so. What? What is this weird curse that he has? Why did he just become like a freaking Dalek? Except saying eliminate instead of exterminate, because exterminate would have been too close to a Dalek, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Is anything here worth it? We don't have a shield. Well, what are the other things that we got here? Extremely powerful fire attack, prone physical attack, delay their next turn. We can maybe do that? Maybe that wasn't a bad idea because we need you to come out of the default. So maybe delaying that wasn't a good idea.
Here I go.
That's probably a very bad idea, actually. I don't know why I did that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, now you'll be open anyway. For a little while, at least. I mean, I might want to buy the game now. It's piqued your interest. Just know that the normal mode is freaking stupidly, insanely BS difficult. Unless you're willing to put time in for grinding. That is what I've learned about this. Like, I spent time grinding, and now the game actually feels like a semi-normal game. But before, I took the time for, like, dedicated grinding. It's just, like, this game was hell. is the thing.
Bet you weren't expecting
Your bet's on
this.
evil ruler with mind controlling magic, or maybe the crystal can not only create life but control it. What, you think like maybe he's being mind controlled by someone who's controlling the crystal? Maybe. You know what? We'll only get buffs from Elvis later. By doing this, we'll do a bunch of damage now. That does a lot of damage. Use up a lot of my MP though. Ow.
What's next, I wonder?
Yeah, that took off a significant chunk of that. I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and start buffing our defenses and stuff. That's what we can do. The critical 102. Yeah, this is the difference that grinding makes. Well, while you're open, we may as well capitalize on the opportunity. Immune axes? What?
Prepare to meet your maker.
Is there an easy mode then? There is casual mode, but I don't know how much of a big difference it makes. What really ticks me off about this game is that it's supposed to be marketed as like both for veteran players and for new players who've never experienced a Bravely game before. It's open to both of them. And then the normal mode is freaking absurdly BS unless you spend 3,000 years grinding. And normal is supposed to be the normal intended difficulty. And casual is quote unquote just for those who experience the story. But I have a feeling that normal mode, or not normal mode, casual mode may as well be what normal mode should be. Like, I haven't tried casual mode yet. We've been playing on normal this whole time. But like, you know, part of me has a feeling that, I don't know. Casual mode is only slightly less bullshit. Is it really? Is it really only like slightly less crazy? Increased magical damage inflicted. Interesting. We'll do that later. We'll keep on buffing our defenses for now, is what we do. May as well, I guess.
You are about to witness my true power.
Can we poison
You
you?
shan't have it all your own way.
And it doesn't do anything. I don't understand it. If it's anything like the demo, then yes. Oh yeah, I guess, like, that was the case in the demos. But like, I don't know if that'll be the case in the full game here. Because I haven't tried casual mode, so I don't really know. Like, poison just works so little of the time. Like, what determines whether it works or not? I actually have no idea. I actually straight up have no idea. We can top us off, I guess. That's what we could always do. Go ahead and build up our BP and such. It's just gonna flashbang us. Don't want to know what the hardest difficulty is then. There is a hard mode, but like, oh, we're all freaking blinded. What the hell? Go ahead and use mindfulness then, I guess.
You are about to
This is what we can do.
my true power.
So, this cures blindness, so like,
Yes, more.
I guess this is a good time to use this then. Okay, sure.
I feel better.
Is a Constitution saving throw? Your enemies just keep succeeding? How it feels sometimes. Like, I think I'm still a bit over leveled, so we should be okay for a little while.
Okay then.
But I do not feel confident about this game without being over leveled is the thing. So Adele's literally like the only one that can do significant damage to that. I mean, we can try magic. See what happens and such. Or like, yeah, we can do little bits here and there. And then back to defaulting again, that sucks.
Sit this one out.
Alright, we'll go ahead and build up our BP and such. Here's what we do. Ow.
I shall
Rude.
prevail.
Spirit spin?
No worse than expected.
Okay, we can deal with that, I guess. Now's a good opening. Oh, but I still haven't done the thing with Elvis. Gosh darn it. Well, so much for doing a bunch of extra damage with this. Whatever, it'll still do quite a bit of damage. There's the thing. So, I mean...
You rang?
Okay, so maybe one more of those and we'll get close at least. I mean...
My time to shine, eh?
I mean...
Okay, what's the plan?
What is the plan? Good question. I'm not quite sure, actually.
Prepare to meet your maker.
Ow! We'll build up stuff here again. Sure, just take a random pot shot there, 72.
You are about to witness my true power.
True power is healing
Does
yourself.
that feel better?
This is what it's gonna be. Okay.
Okay then.
Okay then. He's defaulting, I think. If only it showed it here. I don't know what this counter... Let's find out. 13?
Here I go.
But I'm pretty sure he's defaulting. Well.
Yes, it does it. That's just not fair.
Oof!
Crikey. Here goes nothing.
Oof! Oof! Ah!
Ready for this.
This is what we're gonna do.
This favor will not be forgotten.
Because sure, may as well. It's just not fair, you agreed. I mean, wait, and cure all status ailments. Let's do it. Let's do it. It'll get rid of the blindness.
Are you watching carefully?
Is the thing. Anti-Steeper circle. I'll never get that out of my mind.
Let the light ease your pain.
So let's go ahead and do that. Nice, nice.
That ought to make a difference.
Cool, cool. And then, yeah, get one more BP and such. May as well take this opportunity. Go after you. See how much it does. How much are physical attacks? Jeez, he's so beefy. What the heck?
Damn it! Nothing's getting through. Aye, this won't get us anywhere. We need to fall back and have a wee think.
Wait, is this not the... What? I put all this time into this boss battle just for that to happen the first moment I actually attacked the main boss?
Our attacks were just bouncing off him.
No, they weren't.
That's no ordinary defense. You think maybe he has an asterisk?
Oh, gee, you think?
I suppose it's
I'm
possible.
ticked now. I thought we were gonna beat him.
I'm about him flipping his wig like he did. What the heck was going on with that?
Well, either way, it doesn't look like we're getting into the tower.
We could have.
Maybe we should make our way to the Institute of Magical Inquiry instead.
We literally could have done it.
Institute of Magical Inquiry?
The clue's in the name. It's a place where people conduct research into magic. The boss over that way is an old friend of mine. Reckon he'd be the one to ask about what's been going on. And about what came over Galahad back there and all.
But the two things must be connected, right? The city going weird and that Galahad guy going weird as well. Prince Castor was acting out of the ordinary too. Not to mention half of Savalon. Wait, are you sure your friend at the Institute can even be trusted?
Roddy and me go way back. If there's anything up with him, I'll be able to tell straight off.
I hope you're right.
You worry too much, lassie. Everything's going to be just fine.
Well, if you say so.
What the heck? We spent so long in that boss battle, only to have the moment we actually attack him have that happen, which would have happened way earlier if we didn't have that, like, helper duo. But no, the game freaking puts the helper duo there, and logically you're like, okay, time to take them out first. The only reason I even attacked him there was just to see, like, how much damage I could do, and because I couldn't use Seth to freaking damage the other judo anyway because of the immunity to axes. My goodness, it's gonna betray us. It might well be the case. I think it should have different appearances depending on where they are, so we don't have a thick winter equipped glory in a friggin' desert. What their look is based off of the job that they're in. Since as you continue to defeat more bosses and gain their jobs and such, you can equip like any main and sub job that you want. So you can go ahead and like customize your own team in your own way like that, essentially. It's supposed to be like the main appeal of Bravely Default. That and like the braving and defaulting systems is what it's meant to be. Elvis is on knees. There's Elvis. He went to ask around about what's been going on. Hope he's okay. Okay, how? Okay about the fact that his hometown has been turned upside down? You don't think that might have been a bit of a blow? I'll bet he went off to ask around because he couldn't bear to sit still. He really didn't seem any different to me. Oh yeah? And what did he say before he left? I'm just away to track down a few old pals, have a wee chat about what's going on. Something like that? Yeah, something like that. Actually, exactly that. And you don't think that's strange? No? Shows what you know. I'll bet he's worried sick. Yeah, just think about it. All the friends he must have here and... Honestly, Adele, he seemed really exactly the same to... Nope, it's no good. I'm going to go find him, make sure he's okay. Sure, I guess. Alright then, and now that we did that one battle, I guess we gotta go to the inn. Where's the inn at? Inn's down there. Inn's down there, but I think that might also be where I wrap things up. Is the thing. Is what I may do. Because we made some good progress. We made it through the rest of chapter 1, luckily, at our current strength. I could probably still make it through some more by current strength. I might potentially... I'll just kiss them already. I might potentially, we literally have 3 more. Yeah, let's go ahead and save here and stuff. What is that bird like painting on the side of that house? That you can see better if I turn off the turkey cam. We'll go ahead and save here. But yeah, we probably could keep using our current setup for a little while, but we got literally 3 new spicy jobs that I would like to potentially factor in some way. Maybe. Like this stream, we unlocked Beastmaster, Thief, and Berserker. Like, we made some excellent progress this stream by becoming over-leveled, as opposed to what normal gameplay of this is like, which is freaking BS uphill craziness. We actually did some crazy stuff this stream. So I may potentially, maybe, I'm not 100% sure if I will yet or not, but I might try to factor in these jobs in some way and do some spicy stuff. We shall see. Really like Adele's thief outfit. It's interesting. Let's see what different people look like in some of these different things. Oh, geez, the freaking Berserker. Huh, interesting. Interesting. Maybe Adele should become my new Hanet or something. Like, let's just see what they look like in these things. Oh, look at him. Oh, okay, so he is the kind of Bernard kind of look. As well. Oh my goodness. Part of me wants to have Elvis as a Beastmaster for the memes. Part of me wants to. I'll maybe... Wait! Hold on. I only saw when he spun around. Does he have a freaking tail? Oh my goodness. Wait. Fox Boy Elvis. Yo, I'm very tempted. Wait. Did Adele have that as well without me noticing? No, she doesn't. But Elvis does. Why is Elvis the only one that gets the freaking privilege? Like, hold on here. Like, what the heck? Interesting. Like, Glory's job is almost certainly gonna stay the same up until next session, but like, is that the Fox Boy too? He is, apparently. He has like a hood and ears and a tail. Huh. That's interesting there, isn't it? Why do Seth and freaking Elvis get it and none of the others? What the heck? It's very tempting. Oh, now I'm not fully healed anymore because whatever. Freaking perfect game because I switched jobs that have like different HP and MP values. It should just carry over the percentage of MP or HP that you had left before switching rather than the actual number values. Well, if I freaking do this, it'll freaking... I saved right before it anyway. I'm fairly certain I saved. Imagine. I'd be so mad if I didn't. Imagine. There's a lot of costume designs you dislike. Yeah, it'd be interesting if you had like some variations for like different choices for class outfits for people, but I mean, do I like the Thief a second? The Thief is interesting. I think I prefer the Thief look in Bravely Default in second to the one here. I do think like, but that's my opinion there. Let me just make sure I saved properly. Yeah, we're okay. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Is what I think we'll do. We made some really good progress this stream. We got 3 spicy new jobs that I might potentially try to factor into my party in some way. Maybe. I have some stuff to consider. But I do want to use Beastmaster on somebody. I do want somebody to become like my new Hanet, essentially, from Octopath Traveler. I do think that would be spicy spice. So like, I'll do some brainstorming, and we'll come back with something or other, and do some grinding off camera to get some job levels in those things so that... Like, I feel like this is gonna be one of those playthroughs where it's like, there's gonna be a bunch of like, grinding kind of progress that happens off camera and making other jobs viable. And then, like, the actual on-stream stuff that happens can be more committing to, like, what's actually important. Like, the main story kind of stuff, you know? I feel like that might be what this becomes. Foxboy Elvis for the memes? Maybe. Maybe. We shall see. will I even want to keep him as a bard? It might not help me too much. I mean, we'll figure something out. But with that, I'm gonna wrap things up here. So thanks all who stopped by and hung out. I'm glad that we actually got to experience like a semi-normal game this time instead of the most like BS thing ever after all that grinding. But it's crazy that it took an insane amount of grinding to do that. So I mean, you know, I might make those other jobs viable before next time. We shall see. I'm out of here for now, so take care. See y'all.